So we are live right now.
Awesome.
So I think you're enjoying your day today, right? Sunday
So
off.
what?
I
Yeah,
think you're enjoying today.
we have a
Thank you for your precious
shitty
time.
weather, but otherwise is good. It's raining.
Um, out. Here it's pretty sunny.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for 2-3 minutes so that people can join us.
Yep.
So are you done with your lunch?
I haven't eaten lunch yet. I'll do this podcast here, and then I'm gonna go train, and then I'll eat after that.
Nice. I think we'll begin now.
Yep.
So my first question is, how did you come into arm wrestling? We haven't seen you from very long time. The first time I saw you was when you pulled with Brad Grundy.
Yep.
That was the first
Uh,
time I saw him. You destroyed him like nothing.
yeah. Well, the reason I started arm wrestling was that I got injured, so I couldn't continue with strongman. And then a friend of mine said, who is an arm wrestler, she said, try arm wrestling. And as the first time I did it, like I fucking loved it. It's so much fun. And yeah, I've been doing it since I started February 2023, and I started taking it seriously September 2023 when I got Janis Amolins as my coach.
Okay, nice, nice.
So which is September, which is now. So now it's 2 years seriously, but a little bit more than 2.5 total time.
Nice, nice. That's a very short time and you made a very big progression.
Yeah, I was strong when I started, so I mainly focused on getting better instead of trying to get stronger. But they are synonymous, so if you get better, you get stronger at the same time.
Mhm. So your base was already very strong.
Yeah.
How is the arm wrestling scene in the Sweden?
Well, it's quite good. The females, like the girls, they are exceptional. And when it comes to the males, it's on the highest level. It's only me and Tobias Sprong, I believe, that's competing. We had a few guys at WAF Worlds now, but they did not do very well. Like compared, they didn't place very high. If they did well or not, I don't know. I
Mhm.
haven't seen all the matches, but they are the only people we have. Like we have Anna Grönlund, we have Karolina Pettersson, Victoria Karlsson, Fia Rysek, that are all on the elite level, like the super high elite level. And then we also have Petra
Mhm.
Dam. We have who else do we have? Elina Persson. We have a few girls that are up there and about as well. But when it comes to the guys, it's me and Tobias Sprong really that
Okay.
are at the
Yeah,
highest
even I
level.
haven't heard many players from Sweden.
Hmm?
Even I haven't heard many players from Sweden.
No,
I know only Tobias and yourself.
yeah, and all the ladies. They are
Mm.
famous, in my opinion. They are very, very good.
Mm. And how is your training? In the beginning, it's difficult to adapt to the arm wrestling training, and it takes very long to understand your own style and play. So, how is your training right now? What are you training?
Right now in the gym, I'm only training 5 things, more or less. except for like arm wrestling specific lifts. I do rise, I do supination, I do high cup, and I do low cup, and I do pronated back pressure.
Mhm.
That's what I do for arm wrestling specific training. And then, of course, I do back work, shoulders, chest, stuff like that. But currently, I don't really have that much time to train, so now I'm focusing on table time and the arm wrestling specific motions.
Mhm. So how many times do you do table practice?
Once or twice a week.
Okay. And do you do any specific periodization or like specific training for any competition?
No, I do general training all the time, like trying to get stronger everywhere. I don't see the reason why you should try and focus on one specific thing and neglect the others. Uh, I want to focus on everything. Those five movements are the keys, in my opinion, to arm wrestling. But of course, if I'm gonna face someone uh, who pulls in a different style, then I
Mhm.
will practice how to counter that in a table practice. But I won't change my gym lifts for in a specific style. It's just I practice the movements in the on the table.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And you pulled with Devon Larrett, and how did you feel the difference? Like, do you think you can reach there?
If I can beat him someday,
Yeah.
or yeah, someday I'll beat him. I don't think he's. I mean, of course, he is
How much gap
extremely
did you
good
feel?
in
Like,
extremes. That's impossible to know. It's like if you're benching if you're benching 100 kg and you put 150 kg on the bar, you can't really tell. It's always easier to go down. Like if someone is close to me in strength below me, I could feel it better than if they're above me. If they're stronger than me, then it's
Mhm.
like, okay, I can't do anything here. So it's hard to say, but I would assume that if everything goes well, I will beat him one day, of course. That's what I believe.
Mhm. So, oh, what's your age right now?
34.
34.
Yeah.
That's very young for arm wrestling.
Yeah. I think Todd Siddle started when he was 38.
Yeah,
So
around that time. Yeah.
yeah, so I see, as long as I don't have any devastating injuries, I don't see why I shouldn't be able to beat Devon.
Mhm. And there was a rumors that in MSC 5 you might pull Alex Cordecha. Is that true?
Well, it's not Mac 5, it's going to be Global Elite Arm Wrestling.
They're
It's gonna be on
collaborating
Mac
or
table.
something.
Yeah, they're doing a
Okay.
collab, but I don't think it's gonna be called Mac 5. I think it's gonna be called
Mhm.
Global Elite, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, nice.
Currently, though,
And
I'm
how
struggling with an
the
injury. So I'm
sorry?
currently struggling with an injury in my wrist here, so I can't really pronate or
Yeah,
supinate.
yeah.
So
I saw your story recently.
yeah,
Is it
so
still hurting?
yeah. I tried yesterday. I tried to do pronation, but even 10 kg was painful. So
Mm.
if that's how it's going to be, then I'm gonna of course pull out of the match. There is no point in trying to beat Alex Kurdecha if I'm not 100%. Like going in there 60% versus Alex, it's not gonna be fun for anyone to watch unless there's someone who wants
Yeah.
to see me lose for some reason. But like if I'm gonna pull Alex, then I have to be really like everything has to be perfect, and
To
I
win to
can't
the
go
top
in
10 of the super heavyweights.
yeah, I can't go top 10 super heavyweights when I'm injured. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully everything's going to be sorted out and it could happen, but yeah. I got a doctor's
And
appointment at the orthopedic surgeon so they can
okay.
check the wrist in about 2 weeks because hospitals in Sweden are not very quick.
Okay. And I heard that your hand is very small.
Yeah, it's very small. It's a super. I have like a very small hand for super heavyweights, according to YouTube commenters. It's hilarious.
Can you just show your hand on the camera? Look, guys,
Left
it's
and right.
really very small.
And this is a very, very tiny glass. So, uh, so
So
I
your
don't
first competition, was it in arm wars?
know. My first competition was like a tournament in Denmark. It called Rage Cup, where Mindaugas Terrasitis was, and
Mm-hmm.
I pulled him in the second round, and he beat me. But it was a very close match, and I had been training arm wrestling for maybe 2 months or something like that. Three. I don't really. I think the Rage Cup was in May, and I started in February. So February, March, April, May. Yeah, like 3 months into arm wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
When I pulled Mindaugas, and he beat me. But it was a close match. I got his wrist and I got him that close to the pin pad, but he stopped me in this position. So
Mm-hmm. You had the strength, but Mindaugas is one of the best technical players.
yeah, and he's also very strong. For his size, he's extremely strong.
Oh.
So
So how was your experience when you stepped on East versus West stage?
I loved it. It was so much fun. So much fun going up there and pulling a mask. Like he's uh, yeah, I'm like a big Matt Mask fan, so pulling him was a dream match for me.
I
So
just love watching him arm wrestle. He's just so crazy,
yeah,
entertainment, adventure.
yeah, I really enjoyed pinning or fighting him, and I really enjoyed winning. But like I said, I think that match should have happened maybe 6 to 8 months ago, and not now.
Mm.
Because right now
That,
I'm improving a lot because I'm so new in the sport. I get strength gains quite quickly and also technical improvements quite quickly. So it's yeah, maybe that match should have happened 6 to 8 months ago. But
mm,
now we got it and now we know. So now it's just on to the next one, trying to climb higher.
yeah. So till now you faced like how many opponents you faced? In that, whom did you feel the strongest?
The strongest one, like strength wise, probably Wayne Withers right now. He
Mm-hmm.
was strong, but it's like the way he tried to fight me is not a good way to fight against me. I think I have a very good I have a very solid technique and strength to be able to win a match like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the same with Alex. Like if I would have come in 100% ready, I think the style of Alex Kredicha would be a bad one for me, or it's good for me, his style. But it also comes down to strength. If he's too
Mm-hmm.
strong, then there's nothing I can do, most likely. But Alex would be a very good test for me as he's gonna fight me where I feel most comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And facing him, everybody will get an idea where you stand right now.
What do you say? Facing him would
If you
be
facing him, everybody will get an idea that where you stand currently.
yeah, of course. I will get a little bit more find out a little bit more about where my level is because I'm not sure. I mean, there's a chance that Alex will just rip through me like nothing, but there's also a chance that I will stop him, and there's also a smaller chance that I'll win. But you never know until you do it. So, like, we don't really know where my level is right now, and
Mm.
it's gonna be fun to find out either way.
Yeah. So my next question is, which I'm personally very much interested to know, that how do you handle the pressure of so much crowd and audience? I personally, when I go on the stage, I feel frightened due to the crowd screaming and all. So how do you
Uh,
handle that thing?
I'm not really affected by it negatively. Um, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind if it's 1,000 people or 100 people or 10,000 people. I'm focused on what I'm doing, and yeah, of course, it's very nice when people cheer for you. But it's
Mhm.
like I'm not really. I've never really been affected by it negatively, at least. That there's I don't feel more pressure if there's more people. I'm there to do what I've trained to do, so it doesn't really affect me. So I'm sad to say I don't really have a good answer for you because it doesn't affect me in a negative way. So I don't really have anything I think about or do about it. It's just I just go up there and I love it up there. I think it's so much fun.
Mm. I think I should figure it out myself. I have to try some new things and maybe I should just enjoy more.
Yeah, try and enjoy it more. Well, for me, it comes naturally. I really enjoy being there, so I don't struggle with the pressure. I think it's for me, it's just fun.
Mm. So do you study your opponents before the match?
Yeah, very much. I figure out what they
Mm.
usually do and what lanes they have and how to counter them and what to be ready for, and I study them very closely before a match. So
Mm.
the more famous they are, the more they have done, the better the more sure I am of what I'm supposed to do.
Mhm.
But if there's a guy I never heard of, then then you have to feel your way through it during the match and you have to be prepared for everything. But usually it's not 100%. Like Sandras Shedis is one of those guys. His setup looks the same if he's top rolling or hooking or pressing. It's the same. So
Mhm.
you really just have to try and make him put pressures and figure out where he's going to go.
Mhm.
So
So how do you see that the sport is evolving right now globally?
I'm hoping it's growing. I think people are more and more interested in arm wrestling. I think it's a very good thing that we have Brian Shaw and all those Devin Larratt, all those people who have a high social media following are
Mhm.
actually promoting the sport, making it bigger. I've heard that in India it's crazy big now. Like it's so many people watching it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We have one league, Pro Punjali.
Yeah. So
Actually,
and it's
even I am in
massive,
a
right?
small league. It's very big because they broadcast it on television.
Yeah. And that would be cool if they
So,
could do that in the West as well, like in USA
yeah.
or in Europe. Like if we could get it on television where we get a lot of people watching it would be even better.
So the last season, including all the social media, the TV, everything, Pro Panja got around 250 million views.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Imagine being on stage there and 250 million people watching you arm wrestle. That would be insane.
yeah, that's insane. But it happens like 17 days.
Mm.
So they have like six different teams, uh, and each team has many different weight category players. So it's very long format.
Okay. They should try and
For the last,
like get that down because there's no one who's going to be interested for 17 days straight.
yeah. So the
So,
last, they calculate all the scores, and who has the highest points, that team wins.
okay. So kind of a team format.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm
even I run a
probably a
small
good thing.
event, BTR Arm Wrestling League. It's only in the state, the state where I live.
Mm.
So till now I did like 7 or 8 events. It's not that big, but I try to promote as much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, more ice means more interest. Like I'm not really, I don't really care that much about the money. I'm more about like, I think it's fun and I want people to see arm wrestling for what it
Mhm.
is. So as long as people can watch it and people enjoy it and people talk about it, it's good, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because if there are more eyes, automatically the money comes in.
Yeah, I don't really care that much about the money though. I think it's a nice thing to if you get more money, but I'm not gonna think it's more fun to arm wrestle if I get paid more. I already think
Mhm.
it's a lot of fun. The only good thing for me, if I got paid more and I didn't have to work as much, then I could enjoy more of my time arm wrestling. I could spend
Mhm.
more time arm wrestling, which would be, in my opinion, the best payment.
Mhm.
So
That's right. We need more and more events to promote. Even at the
yeah,
local level, we need more because professional level, it's not easy for everybody to go there, and it's not possible.
no. But I also think that getting people to watch the lower level is harder because people want to see the
Mhm.
best. People want to see the big like big events where the best compete. So
That's true.
it's like if you look at Champions League in soccer or like European football, you
Mhm.
have like hundreds of millions or close to that watching that, the World
Mhm.
Championships and stuff like that. But you can't if you have like a small team in a city that plays against another city that's like in the fifth league or something, you're not going to fill those stadiums. So
Mhm.
I think it's important to focus a lot on promoting the sport as widely as possible, but promoting the super match format to in the sense that you get very good matches from and that people everyone that's pulling in east versus west actually promotes it promotes themselves, making people interested in the pullers and not just the event, because you see people like when they're watching writing about the cards, they're like, this is a shit card and whatnot, and that's because the people pulling are not really promoting themselves. It's not because they aren't good arm wrestlers, because they're great arm wrestlers, but they're not that known because they don't spend any time trying to promote themselves, making people interested in seeing them pull.
Mhm. That's because right now people like drama more.
Yeah, and that's I hate it. I think every time I see a drama post, I'm like, ugh.
But that's the hard reality that people like to watch drama, and where there is more drama, there is more views.
Yeah, but in the long term, I think it's not that good. Like you can't keep having drama all the time if it's fabricated or whatever. I think
Mhm.
just focus on trying to make the sport as entertaining to watch as possible, getting entertaining people doing it, and actually good arm wrestlers doing it.
Yeah.
So,
So there's one comment. What are the biggest difficulties you faced as a beginner in the sense of injuries and training?
well, training wise, it's the biggest thing is that when you're as big as I am and strong, everyone wants to pin you. So you can, when you're gripping up with people that you never pull with before, they're trying to do everything they can to pin you instead of trying to actually get better at arm wrestling. So there will be people who just jumps into presses for no reason and stuff like that,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is like, in my opinion, not the way to get better at arm wrestling. Like people should
Mhm.
focus more about having quality table time that so they learn how to pull, but that's like one of the biggest things where people just try to pin you and get it on video. And I don't care if people pin me and get it on video right now. But when I was first starting, I it's like I don't learn anything here if you just grab way over my thumb and just hits as hard as you can when I'm relaxed. It's gonna teach
Mhm.
me nothing. So that's what's the hardest thing in the beginning, trying to get people to train in a way that you can both become better.
I think
So
having Yanis as your coach was very good plan. He's a very, very good technician, very
yeah,
good coach.
yeah. So and in injuries, like except like small aches and pains, or like the standard when you put too much side pressure.
uh,
Uh, this is the first
that
possible injury
completely.
that I have. So I haven't really faced anything, no difficulties with injuries so far,
That's pretty nice. Because
except
most
for
of
the
them when they
2cc.
start wrestling, they get that beginner type of pain, like the shoulder and over here and all. They
Yeah,
feel like uh, pricking
yeah,
pain.
but I'm like telling everyone that stop training so hard, because that's what I see is the biggest issue with most arm wrestlers. They train way too hard. They
Mhm.
can't recover and they get aches and pains, and they aren't even at state level arm wrestling yet, and still they train maybe
Mhm.
7-10 hours a week on the table trying to go as hard as they can every time, and that does not make you a better arm wrestler or a stronger arm wrestler. That's just gonna break you down and make you injured. So I see a lot of people who have great potential, but they're too stupid, or whatever you want to call it, to
Maybe egoistic.
huh
Maybe egoistic.
yeah, they go way too hard in training way too often, and they don't progress, and then they start to hurt and ache, and they have to stop training for maybe 2 months just to get rid of the pain. And as soon as the
Mhm.
pain is gone, they go back and they go as hard as they can several times a week again, and back to the injury. So mitigating that is like the most important thing in my opinion. Don't train so fucking hard, just be smart about it.
Yeah, I think most of them watching how Devin trains, they got influenced by that.
Yeah, but
But
the
they don't
problem is
understand.
Devin doesn't go 100%. He goes 60%
Yeah, that,
4 days a
yeah,
week.
that
They go 100%. So, like,
Devin never pulls anybody even who is close to him. He pulls
no,
like very big guys and he
yeah,
trains in a way so that he gets better. And his nutrition, there are many things, rest, recovery, everything.
yeah,
But these other guys, they don't understand how their body will respond to that and they just go blindly on the table.
yeah, and then they are in bad positions. Devin never really trains hard 4 days in a row in a bad position. So,
Um,
they have to understand that if you're not the strongest, second strongest guy in the world, maybe you can't pull 7 times a week.
uh,
Like, yeah, I've never seen a single champion train that hard. All champions train smart. That's how they become champions.
so for few days you were at Devin's house. So how was the experience for there?
Well, he's a like the whole Larette family is awesome in every single way. They're so nice. And they fucking love arm wrestling. Like people need to understand that there's a difference between Devin on the table and Devin in everyday life. Like
Mm.
he's a very, very nice guy. I really, really appreciate him as a person. And then people can think whatever they want on how he acts on the table. I enjoy it sometimes. Sometimes I think it's too much, but it's like it doesn't matter. As a person, he's a very good guy. And I
Mm.
really, really enjoy spending time at his house. And I would love to do it again because I had a really good time.
Nice. Nice. There's another question for you. Uh, Hey Philip, congratulations on Matt Mask match.
Thank you.
What's your next 2 year plan in arm wrestling?
Next 2 year plan is like just getting better, climbing the rankings, and hopefully be in the solid in the top 10 in 2 years.
I
And
believe you can reach top 10
maybe
in the
even
2 years.
pull Devon in 2 years, maybe 2 3 years, and I'll challenge Devon.
So how is your left hand compared to your right hand?
It's absolutely dog shit. I've
Uh-huh.
had two surgeries on my shoulders, which causes nerve damage. So
Oh.
some days it's kind of strong, but some days it doesn't work at all. So in the
Mm.
foreseeable future, I don't see myself doing anything other than tournaments on my left arm. I'm not going to
Mm.
do a super match because if someone challenges me to a super match and I come in that day and my nerve damage, like my arm don't work that day, it's not going to be like it's not going to be fun. And I don't want to. I don't enjoy losing. Like I can enjoy a match if I lose it, like versus Terence Opperman, but I lost that because I made mistakes. I didn't lose that because my arm wasn't working. But if I lose
Mhm.
because my arm isn't working or my hand isn't working, then it's like it's not fun. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna go anywhere with my left arm. I believe. It's not a good. It's not good. Like it's a terrible arm.
Mhm.
So, and we're not
So
talking like 20% weaker than my right. We're talking like 90% weaker than my right arm. It's because it just
that's so
sometimes it just doesn't work. So I can pull someone who I can do 1,000 rounds with and beat them every time right hand so easily, and then we pull left and it just stops working and I lose.
Mhm.
So it's like a major difference.
Mhm. That's a lot. For me, both of them are pretty much same, right and left.
Mm, yeah, well that's good. Means you can
Because
pull
most
more
of the time my
matches.
right gets injured,
It's
so I have to
tra-
balance like that.
train less hard.
No, because most of the places, right hand, there is more competition.
Yeah, of course the level on the right is way higher than on the left.
So I have to, even when I go to practice, most of them they just pull right hand mostly. So
Mm,
this gets more tension and less time for recovery, and it gets injured. But
yeah.
left, it trains good and gets a lot of time for recovery.
Mm. So maybe you should train your right a little bit less
Yeah,
so it can recover. Because
yeah,
that's what I was saying all the time. Recovery is the main thing. The number one thing to get stronger is making sure you're recovered.
that. Uh, would you? What is your? I mean, you have a match in November 1st against Manuel.
Yep.
So how is your preparation for that going?
Horrible. Like I haven't trained since Matt Mask because my the wrist injury. So it's
Okay.
not a good lead up. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's my wrist is gonna be okay, and then I'll pull him with the strength I have. But there is a small chance that if the doctor says this the TFCC is torn, then I will
Mhm.
mm, probably like I will do what the doctor says. If he says pull out of the match, I'll pull out of the match. If he says it's fine, it just hurts, then I'll compete. So I'm gonna leave it to the doctor to because he knows more about it than I do. So I'm gonna have to take his advice. But
Mhm.
hopefully I'll be able to pull in November versus Manuel at East versus West 20.
So this is a funny type of question to you. If since you lost against Devon in a random match, do you wanna have a boxing match against Devon as a
No,
revenge?
no. I asked him to pull me, and I knew I would lose. I just wanted the experience. So I have no hard feelings or grudges against Devon for losing that match. So no, I would not like to fight him in a boxing match.
And there's no point in beating in a other sport.
No, that just means I punch harder than he does if I win. And I'm pretty sure I would win in a fist fight, like in a boxing fight, because
Mm.
his arms go like here, so I will have the range advantage.
Yeah.
But even though I don't want to find out that I'm wrong. I don't want to find out that I'm right. I don't like fighting. I just do it if I have to, but I don't have to very often. So
Mm. So would you like to give a prediction on East versus West card?
sure,
So slightly.
for sure 3-0. I'm gonna beat him very easily. This one, even though I'm hoping that Elena Persson will win, I am actually gonna have to favor Babayev in this one. I do
She
believe
has
that she will.
a very good experience on the table from a
Yeah,
very long time. I think
yeah,
I heard she has around 25 years experience.
yeah. And I, of course, will root with every cell in my body for the Swede, but I do believe that Snisana, or I don't know how you pronounce her first name, but Babayev will. I
Even I'm.
believe that she will be a favorite in this match.
Mhm. And now she's the new matchmaker for East versus West also.
Yeah, one of them at least.
Yeah. Third match.
This one is very interesting. I believe that Yoshina, like Kanai, I believe that he is the slight favorite with his endurance and King's move. Uh, Petro has proven himself to be very strong and very good getting people in a hook, but also Kanai has proven himself to be very good staying out of the hook. So I believe
Yeah.
that Kanai will be a slight favorite, but it's going to be because of styles. But it could also
Mhm.
be that Petro gets that pronator and wins. But I have a hard time seeing it, so I put Kanai as the favorite in this one.
Okay. Is it going to be a close favorite or heavy favorite?
Close favorite
Okay.
because I don't know. Maybe Petro will get onto his wrist.
Yeah.
Here, Mindaugas, I have him as the favorite. But it's not by much. I think that Daniil is, since he's a top roller, and usually Mindaugas struggles more against good top rollers than he does against hookers. Uh, but I see Mindaugas as the favorite anyway. I think he's going to win.
This is one of my personal favorite match. This is really good.
Yeah, it's a very, very cool match. But I do believe Mindaugas will be the winner. But I don't think it's going to be 3-0. I think it's going to be
Mhm.
either 3-1 or 3-2.
Match mark versus Sergey. This is left hand match.
Yeah. Uh, I'm not sure about Sergey's left hand because the last time think he pulled left was when he pulled Devon in the same card as he pulled Matt Mask right-handed. And the Mask right
AWE,
AW
right?
no
C, AW.
AWC, yeah. Uh, I don't really know what to think here, but I would probably put like it's so hard because you don't know where Sergey is, but you know that Matt Mask beat Irakli, but the way he beat Irakli was not very like Irakli can't pull without his wrist left hand, which was obvious in the match. And as soon as Matt started creating space and pulling more on fighting just the wrist, he actually managed to crack it 3 times. So I would say this is a very close one because we don't really have enough data on Serhiy's left. I'm gonna hope Matt Mask wins just because I beat him. So it's gonna, even though it was right arm, but I'm hoping Matt Mask wins. But I think this could be 50-50. I don't really have enough data on their left arms to make a good prediction. But that also makes it very interesting. So this is a very, very interesting match.
On the right hand, they both had like a very good war. I think it was 4-3 and Sergey won.
Yeah, and Surrey had to flop press off the go in the last round. So if
This
that's
match will be pure energy.
could be good
Too
one.
much
Well,
of
it's
aggression on the
left is
table.
so hard. Left is so hard to predict this one. But I'm
Mm.
gonna say 51-49 to Matt Mask then, just because I want him to win.
Mhm. The next match is
Oh, this is like my favorite match. This
uh,
is this is my favorite
left-handed.
match, I think, of the entire card. I think Dadikan will win. I think that
Okay.
he can speed on
Do
his
you think
left
the
arm
style
and
problem?
huh?
Do you think the style problem will be difficult for Camille?
Yeah, and also Daddy Can's left is has proven to be insane. So and he looks to be in super great shape right now. So I believe that Daddy Can will win 3-0 in this one. Even though
Mm.
Camille's left is his best arm, it's the style thing. I think that Daddy Can will beat him.
Yeah, I think Dedican has the weapons to beat Camille.
Yeah,
The speed, the stopping, the it's crazy.
yeah. Like Camille needs to be so quick, and he cannot go for the flop. He's gonna have to go for the shoulder roll or the supinated press or whatever you want to call it. Uh, but I don't think that's gonna work on Daddy Can. I think Daddy Can will win.
Mm. The next match,
Is this left hand? I believe Oleksuk is gonna win.
Oleg.
Oleg will win this one, even though I like Tom a lot and he's a insanely good arm wrestler. I don't think he has a chance against Oleg. I don't think anyone in that weight class has a chance against Oleg,
Hmm. That's
left-handed.
nice.
It's
But do you think, have you seen Oleg's form in 2018?
yeah, I've seen the matches with Devon and stuff like that, but uh, I don't think today anyone has a chance in that weight class. He just beat, was it Sasho he beat in left-handed in the 90 kg?
Yeah, yeah,
So
in the
yeah,
Hawk series.
yeah. Even though Tom's forearm is a little bit longer, so the fight will be a little bit different. I do believe that Oleg's gonna win, but it's
Mhm.
it's gonna be a fun match.
That's true. The complete card is very nice.
Yeah, this is left hand, and I haven't seen really like it's 50-50 for this one. It's gonna be so hard to
Mhm.
predict. Maybe Gabby will win this one. Hopefully, hopefully she wins it because then we'll have one. We don't have the same girl in both category or both
Right
arms.
hand.
But yeah, it's for me the left hand. I don't know enough about it, but I think they're very good. So maybe Gabby will take this one. But
Mhm.
I can't even call her a favorite because I don't know enough. But it's a very interesting match. It's going to be so much fun. Especially, I
That's
hope
true.
Gabby wins just for the fact that that's gonna make Barbara have to chase someone
Mhm.
because she's been number one for too long. So we need to see this. This needs to happen.
Yeah. And the next
Yeah,
match,
I think Oleg is the favorite by quite a lot. So I
most
think
of the people believe that Oleg might win very easily.
I believe that as well. Maybe not very easily, but I think he will be dominant. I think
Mhm.
it's I think he will win quite easily.
Mhm. He already beat everybody so easily on the right hand in 105. David Edikian, Ongerberg.
Yeah,
It was so smooth and so easily.
yeah. I think
Devon had to
Oleg is
come
the
down.
big favorite.
The next match, Todd Hutchings
The
versus
third
Irakli. The
time.
third match. Third time.
Yeah. Like with the protests now and the rules are what they are, I think Irakli seems like a little bit more chance against Todd than before because he can just protest every elbow and there's
Mhm.
to be honest, it's been a lot of elbows from Todd when you see the reviews. So and elbow fouls are fouls for a reason because they give you an advantage, and that can, like, raising your elbow this much off the pad can make the difference between winning and losing. So I think it's going to
Mhm.
be closer now, but I think it could be one of those matches that is gonna go to the protest in every round.
Mhm.
If they are like, if he thinks that there's an elbow foul, he's going to protest, and then that's going to be reviewed, and then he's going to get a foul. But also, if Todd keeps his elbow down, and I think Todd is stronger than Irakli, but it all depends. Like, because if you try to get Todd's wrist and he lifts just to deny that and then comes back down, it's a completely different fight than if he doesn't lift his elbow and he loses his wrist. So it's a
Dog style
close
is
one, this one.
really, really difficult to tackle.
Yeah, but I'll say Todd has to be the slight favorite because has won all the matches so far, I believe, against Irakli.
Yeah,
Or did he lose? No, he won everyone. Yeah.
he
So
won. He won.
he's gonna be the favorite, but I think it's gonna be closer this time due to the rules and the
I think
protests.
Irakli would not like to lose the third time.
No, but I still put Todd as the favorite.
Hmm.
But very close this time around, I think. But this is for the 95. Okay, yeah, then definitely Todd favorite. This is very interesting. Like Sagov has proven himself to be insanely fucking strong, but so is Dave, and we saw that against Todd Hutchings now. And I think this is the class where Dave should be pulling, and
Yes.
I would put him as the slight favorite, but it, it's so hard because like if Ibrahim is so fast into his position, and for Dave to pull from a bad position 3 rounds or even 4 rounds because this is a world title match, I see that
Yeah.
as
Oh, would.
maybe like that puts his chances of winning down.
Mhm.
Uh, but he could also be that strong. So, because I believe he's stronger than Ibrahim. So he
Mhm.
could also be strong enough to pin him 4 times. But it's a close match, very close match, very good matchup. And yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to this match as well.
Mhm. Already, Dave has in past he pulled super heavy weights, he pulled RTM, he pulled Gennady. He won the first 2 rounds too easily.
Mm,
But then due to endurance, it was like first 2 rounds he was the world champion. Then in the third round he became like a national champion.
mm. It loses
He
too
his
much
endurance got
endurance, but
very fast. Yeah.
and I think if this was a 3 round match, I would put Dave as the super favorite, like by a lot. But
Mm.
as it is 4 rounds or 7 rounds, best of seven, I think his
Yeah.
chances, but also maybe his endurance has become a lot better now when he lost weight. Not that I
Could
believe that
be.
that really matters. Like I don't think you lose or gain endurance by how much you weigh. I think it's more about how you've trained. So,
Mhm.
but I'd say slight favorite Dave Chafee.
Mm. And
And
now
this
the
one, I
final
believe,
match.
yeah, this one, I know a lot of people think that Yeri Kederet is the absolute counter to Vitaly Laletin, but I don't believe so. I believe that Vitaly will win this, and I believe that he will win it easily because
Mm.
he's the one of the guys that can match Jerry's side pressure, and he can just cup really hard and go for a side pressure top roll with a lot of cup. Call it a high hook, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I think this, I think Vitali will win easily.
Mm. And his insanely strong grip and speed will be a good advantage to him.
Yeah, like I think there's a possibility that he will pin him 4 times without the strap, but there is also if he just does a little mistake when going side that he turns himself out instead of side and in,
Mhm.
I don't think he can hold on to when Jerry tries to go under, and it's gonna
I
cost him
think
too
if,
much. So he has to go side with shoulder, not going switching to going backwards. He has to like cup hard and hit sideways with shoulder on top and not below. Because we have seen several times that Jerry can hold in frame position for ages.
yeah. I think
But
if
I'd,
Jerry
I'd
gets
even
into a
put him.
position,
Huh?
I think if Jerry gets his position, I think he'll not try to pin. He'll try to hold, try to exhaust him.
Yeah, that's what he should do if he gets to that position. But I think it's a very slight chance he will get to that position because Vitali knows what's coming. So he's just going to prepare for that.
Mm,
So I believe that Vitali is maybe a 70 or 80% favorite in this match.
mm. Uh, what do you think? Can Devon beat Vetali on the left hand? Seeing how he did against Alex Cordeja.
Well, left hand, I think it's going to be tougher. But we also know that Devon is always comes prepared as best as he can. So he will come in insanely great shape. I think if they pull today, Vitali would beat him left-handed.
Mhm.
Uh, but you can never really count out Devon. Like he's insanely strong and he's insanely good. But if you look at him, like he pulled Cody Merritt yesterday or something at the UAL, and like Cody could open his angle, and
Mm.
even went into the illegal Kings move. So that puts me like if they pull today, I would put money on Vitali to win. But we also don't know. Devon will come into the UEL training like he probably trained the day before.
I
So
think so
it's
because
not a
I saw a video he was pulling. He was practicing on the table
yeah. So it's
and the
like
lifting was on the table on the UL.
there's a huge difference between a peaked Devon and well rested before a match and a everyday Devon. So you can't really take anything away from that or make an exception or an assumption from that.
We saw him. He never won against Alex on the practice pool table, but on the match day he completely dominated.
Yeah, but it's also like when they pulled the last time on practice, Devon was like 260 pounds and or 250 maybe, and now he was 295, 300. So
Mm.
it's not the same Devon, but
And I think that time he was not training his left also.
mm, there's a lot of
So
people or there's people asking about the gym lifts numbers and stuff in the chat.
yeah, there are too
And
many lifts in those.
huh?
There are too many lifts in that. They're asking your
Yeah,
bench, squat, donation, everything they're asking.
yeah, I can just give you the ones that I have. Bench press is 260 kg. Deadlift is 380 kg. The rest I don't have a
Mhm.
clue. The squat I've done 300 kg, but everything else
Your back pressure,
I don't do 90% of the lifts that he writes there.
oh, have you tried back pressure? I mean, do
I
you
tr-
regularly train back pressure?
yeah, I train it on the table every time, and I train it once or twice a week on a pulley system. But I have videos
So
on
how
my
much is the
YouTube
back pressure?
channel exactly how I train.
Okay, okay. I'll
So
definitely check that out.
yeah, I'll just put like everything is there. I'll show everything. I just put the belt around my thumb and I do back pressure, but it's
Mhm.
in details in my YouTube videos. And I never ever do 1 rep PRs, so I don't have any PRs in those in any arm wrestling exercise.
Mhm.
So
So which is your favorite match on this card?
the Daddy Cat versus Camille. I
Mhm.
think that's my favorite match. That's going to be the most interesting one. Like the that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But I actually think all of the matches are very, very interesting.
Most of them are very close matches.
Yeah, I don't think all of them are, but a few of them are
Most of
very
them
close. Yeah, mine versus me versus Bataglia, not even close. I'm gonna kill him.
are. How
But yeah, no,
was your
it's
experience in MSC4? Like the
huh?
table was
Yeah,
different.
Mac.
Your experience in a match.
Yeah, I don't like the setup at Mac. I think it's too quick. I understand why it is like it is, but I think as a puller, I don't like this because it's so quick. Close your thumb, close your hands, go. It's like too quick, in my opinion, to actually establish a very good grip. But other than that, with the rule set, I think it's good. But and I don't have anything bad to say about the table, but I also think that I don't care what table I pull on. I like all the arm wrestling tables. I like arm wrestling.
Mm.
That's so it's very hard for me to find something I don't like. So if they say, "How do you like the tables?" I liked it, and then they ask me, "How do you like the East versus West tables?" I like them. How do you like the standard buff tables? I like them. It's like,
As long as you can enjoy wrestling.
yeah. So it's not. I don't like prefer one or the other really. Well, I do prefer the East versus West and the Mac to the WEF style because the pads are a little bit bigger, and I do like
Mm.
that. But it doesn't bother me to pull on the regular WEF size pads either.
Mm.
To me, I like those too. But a little bit more movement is a little bit more fun.
Mm. Have you tried the freestyle arm wrestling, the arm sumo?
Only with Devon.
I think there you'll have a lot of freedom and it's a complete different game, I feel.
Yeah, but definitely prefer standard, like normal arm wrestling to the freedom
Mm.
style. I definitely do that. I think, but like pulling a little bit freedom arm wrestling sometimes could also be fun. But I definitely prefer the pads and the more like logic rules. So
So I have few quick rapid fire questions for you.
yeah,
Your favorite male arm wrestler?
my favorite arm wrestler, like
Male.
the one I enjoy watching the most is probably Matt Mask.
Okay.
But there are
Favorite
like
arm wrestler film?
favorite arm wrestling girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thea Rysick.
Strongest hand you ever felt?
Well, I that I gripped up with would be Devon's.
Competition?
Competition would be Devon.
Oh yeah, it was a competition. Yeah, yeah. In King
Yeah,
of the Table, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But
And
I have shaken hands with Levon, and that's the strongest hand. So
is there a big difference between Levon and Devon's hand?
yeah, it's Levon's is much bigger, much
Mm.
thicker.
Mm. Your next target?
Corey West probably, Rickard Borman. Like I'm gonna pull whoever they give me, but those are well the ones that I would love to pull. But I would love to pull even like there's so many people I would like to pull. I'm so new in the game, so I haven't pulled so many. So I would like to pull everyone.
Do you like to have long preparation time or less preparation time?
It doesn't
Like
matter.
6 months for a match or like 3 months is enough?
3 months is definitely enough. I've done a lot of matches now where I only had 2 weeks between them. So like Matt Mask and Wayne Withers was 2 weeks between them. And that I think is too little, of course, because I didn't train between them. I just rested to make sure I was fresh for Wayne Withers.
Mm.
So I would like to have at least 4 or 5 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks between matches would be like the minimum. But this time it was like opportunity came up and I had to take it.
Mm. So do you have any plans to come to India?
If someone invites me over to come and pull and wants me to pull there, I would definitely do that. So if anyone wants me to come there,
Yes, we
no
are
problem.
asking. So these are the best guys in this state. They want
Mm.
you to pull all of them for best of five all together,
At the same time or one by one?
one by one.
Sure, I could do that. 10 rounds would be fine. Like, I should be able to do that.
So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed speaking with you.
Appreciate you having me.
Anything you want to tell in the ending from your side?
Well, if you want to follow me, it's Instagram VikingArms underscore and YouTube. Those are the ones I use the most. I'm trying to grow my YouTube to see if where I post content about how I see arm wrestling, what I do, what explain my views on setups and training and stuff like that. So if anyone's interested in that, you could follow me on YouTube and or just Instagram.
I'll
And
share the links in the description. You can check it out from there.
yeah, otherwise, keep arm wrestling and everyone do your best to promote the sport, for it's a great fucking sport and we really want people to know that. So that's really what I want to say.
I again thank you for joining here.
Thank you.
We'll end the live stream now. Okay,
Yeah.
bye. Take care.